So this week I'm back with another baking video, and I'm going to be making soft pretzels. I'm really excited about this because I saw a video online recently and I was like, I really want to make this. And it also reminds me of my childhood because when we used to go to the mall as kids with our parents, they used to sell these big giant like soft pretzels, and I used to get the sweet one, but today I'm going to be making the sweet version and a savory version, like a salty. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and let's get into the video.
Alright, so for ingredients, we have 3 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We have a tablespoon of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of butter that we're going to be melting, and I have half a cup of baking soda for a baking soda bath, and I have some coarse sea salt for the end, and then a packet of active dry yeast.
Alright, so we're going to start off with the yeast, and so what I did so far was just take my mixing bowl that attaches to my KitchenAid because I'm going to use it later, and I put in 1.5 cups of warm water in here, and then we're going to take your active dry yeast packet, and it says to whisk it in, so just sprinkle it in, I guess. So I'm just going to whisk this in. Ew, I hate the metal on metal sound. And then we're going to let this sit for 1 minute before we put in anything else. While that takes a minute to sit, I'm going to melt my butter. So I need 1 tablespoon of butter, so I'm just going to go melt it. And yeah, if you have any extra left over, you can use it for the parchment paper when we're going to put it in the oven to bake so that it doesn't stick on there. Alright, so it's been a minute since I have put that in here, and now I'm going to put in the rest of the ingredients. Alright, so I'm going to be putting in the brown sugar, the half a teaspoon of salt, and also the 1 tablespoon of melted butter. I attached it to the KitchenAid mixer. I'm going to be taking my flour and slowly putting it in here, and I have the dough hook attachment on my KitchenAid, so it's going to help make the dough kind of come together. Alright, so the recipe says to put in 3 cups first, and at the end put in the extra 3/4. So I'm going to do 1 cup at a time. I'm going to put it on stir. 1 cup first. Oh, okay. Flour kind of needs to still add in from the side, so it's just slowly making its way there. And then it says to add the last 3/4 cup once it kind of comes together, and you want to make sure it's not sticky anymore. This flour.
So I just kind of like poked it, and it's definitely still a little sticky, especially because it's like sticking to my fingers. So I think now it would be a good time to add in the rest of the flour.
I'm just gonna pour in the rest of it. Okay, I lied, I totally need that cover. It's kind of all come together now, so I think it's better to put it on my surface and knead it with my hands than to like overwork it with this thing. So I'm gonna clean off the surface and I'll be right back. Alright, so my surface is all clean now. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour just so it doesn't stick to my counter. And then we're gonna roll this out on there. I'm gonna make this a uniform ball. So I'm just gonna knead it. Does anyone else find the smell of yeast to be very weird? I feel like it smells so sour. So we're gonna knead this for 3 minutes and then form it into a ball and then put it in a bowl and let it rest for 10 minutes. Feels so firm. My leftover butter, and I have my tray with parchment paper on it, and I'm just gonna lightly brush it with butter just because we don't want it to stick. Also behind me I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I also have my pot back there filled with baking soda, and this is going to create a boil for us so that we can, once we roll out our pretzels, put them in there for a little bit and then take them out and then put them on the baking tray straight. And apparently that it's supposed to give it a chewier texture. So now it's time to cut out our pretzels. So I set a timer for 10 minutes, but apparently Siri hates me and didn't want to go off. It did get bigger, guys, look. That's definitely double the size, right? Yeah. Let's pop this up first. Okay, or not. Oh, it's really fluffy. Okay, there's our dough. I'm supposed to cut this into 1/3 cup, approximately, pieces. I have a pizza cutter, so I don't know how to do this, but okay. Let's work with 1/3 cup. Is that about 1/3 of a cup? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, is that right? I got the right amount. It's supposed to make 12. Okay. So now we gotta roll this out. So take the rope, you twist it like that, and you flip it, right? Oh, maybe like that. There's my pretzel.
All right, so pretzels are gonna go in this bath for about 20 to 30 seconds and then onto this tray for baking. All right, so now I'm gonna take that sea salt, that coarse sea salt, and sprinkle it on top. So these are gonna be in there for about 12 to 15 minutes. All right, it's been 12 minutes and they look really nice and toasty. Oh my God, guys, you have to look at the bottom of these. Oh, look at that. So pretty.
Alright guys, so I'm finally done and these are my final pretzels. They look so good and they brown so nicely. So the first batch that I did was the salted version, so that's on this side, and we're gonna have that with a spicy cheese sauce that I just made. And then the other side, I only put some butter on before I put it into the oven because I'm gonna be icing them and putting some sprinkles on them. And yeah, so let me show you guys how I'm gonna be icing them.
I would like to point out that these sprinkles are superior. The other like sugar crystal sprinkles are awful, and these ones just taste so much better. Yes, this is my Easy Bake Oven piping tube, but we're just gonna ignore that.
So cute. So these are the sprinkled ones, the sweet ones. And then over here we have the salted ones with some cheese sauce for dipping. So I'm gonna try this one because it's warm. So I guess like I'll just take a bite first. That's yummy. Oh my God, it's so fluffy inside. Dip it in the cheese. Oh my God, it's so good with the cheese. It's so yummy. Okay, onto the sweet one. I want to show you guys one up close. I think this one looks really cute. Cute that is. I think I did pretty good with the shaping of it. Just take a bite. I think this one's my favorite. So good. So chewy. So good. So good. So for the cheese sauce, all I literally did was, I didn't want to make like a roux and then make a full cheese sauce, so I literally took Kraft Singles, melted it, put some milk, some chili powder, and then some parsley for garnish on the top. Honestly, it tastes really good. Then for the icing, all I did was take some icing sugar and put some milk together and made a little quick icing. So yeah. Alright, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Let me know what else you want me to bake for you guys and I will do it for you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!